So the audio you're about to hear for this episode was pre-recorded during recording and later narration, as well as a lot of background dog noises. Apologies for that. This episode has been hell to make, but also fun at the same time, so please be warned, there will be a lot of snoring, shaking, dogs, and a sick boy from... Hi. Welcome to... Oh, hold on. This is my intro, and we've already found a bug. Right here. I'm drifting. Watch. Push, let go of the stick. It does it on its own. Alright. Hi, welcome to episode 2 of Game Breaks. Today's episode, Doom 2016. I cherish this game, man. Correction. I worship this game. Oh, look at that. We found another one. That's a thrown-on texture. Look at that. That's behind the terminus you press. There's some noise in there. Alright, anyway, welcome to Doom 2016. Being that Doom Eternal is practically right around the corner at this point, I wanted to make sure that I did an episode on Doom 2016 before the Doom Eternal came out and I started hunting through that game. Or playing through it 7 trillion times, then hunting through it. Whoa! Will you look at that? This game actually has proper reflections. I don't know why it's so hard to make reflection. Anyway, welcome to Game Breaks, a series that I'm doing where I go through games, popular games, main games, some indie games, and find what's just broken about them. We're still in Season 1, and I'm doing this episode before I release the Part 4 and 5 out of Part 3 of Subnautica. I hope you enjoy this. And I hope we can have some fun together on this bizarre journey. These stairs that retract over here in the classic game, in this you can now hop up them because you have the double jump. It's practically no obstacle now. You can just go up. These are broken. And by broken, I mean in the classic game they were made this way, and because they couldn't really do anything. They just made the texture just slide across the model. The top doesn't even turn with it. In the classic game, this whole platform would be just twisting. It'd just be a twisting little table. You can do a quickie crouch jump into these little slivers now. My melee glitched on this dude. I kept like avoiding him. So here's a quick combat glitch. There you go. And this is what it looks like when you get up here. Where I'm punching here is actually a secret door. I want to say it's a secret door, but it's never used in the classic game or any maps nowadays. And I've found no way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that is what I'm talking about. I have no way of opening it or doing anything. Punching it doesn't do anything. There's no triggers or anything. This is what it looks like when you're jumping over the wall to see the outskirts of the background. You just get to see the poison in the other room. These are 3D now instead of, well, 2D like they were in the classic games. These are supposed to be 2D like the classic game, but here they're made 3D. This is the giant door to the book bag in Doom 1, and all the doors in the classic maps in these games are glitched. Also, here's me with some really... Oh no, it wasn't shitty aim, there's a guy behind him. Crunchy! The next few clips you're about to see were pre-recorded and I was sick. With crouch jumping being a thing in this game, these old unaccessible spots now are able to get in because of crouch jumping. Thank you 2016. It happened. Also, I had mentioned a bit ago that, or this is actually for my friend's dad who was a Doom aficionado, or at least he claimed to be. I had showed him the secret part of this level that I had never even realized how to get in until now. And then opening here to let you out. Barrels are solid too. They just seem and you can go through 'em. You know, when I was young playing Doom 1 and 2 over and over because I got BFG Edition for my birthday or something like that. No, wait. I bought BFG Edition on GameStop. Anyway, I always looked at these things and I was like, I wonder if there's a way to get on top of them or if they're solid. And now, with the maps ported to 2016, they are indeed solid. Still follow you, but they're solid. Somewhat. Whoa. Oh, good goodness. We're back to normal narration. This imp does not spawn in his little cage anymore. That's right. In this port of the map, the imp doesn't spawn in there. He spawns in front of the door and attacks you from outside. That was a nice headshot. Oh, I just only recently found that one. This is fascinating. In the classic game, you can never really see the top of these, but you just look up in this game and you're like, oh, so that's what they do. This Pinky does like a whole 90-degree turn to come at me when he was about to slam into the wall. Which I was like, I ain't having any of your magic. You must die. And then his ragdoll glitches here. He does a weird twerk and then dissolves Doom 3 style. These Lost Souls, Dark Souls. These Lost Souls, they're always glitched. They do that every time. Another door problem. It closed on me. I'm actually in the door. In a moment I will be walking out. I think no, I'll be jumping up because it has these weird physics when you're inside the doors. Also, is the lighting weird? Oh yeah, there I am. See? Big door, it closes on me. I think this one just closes on you even if you're under it. Ready, and boom, I'm in the door again. Going up. There's also like levitating double jump because it at one part of the center part of the door registers you're not hitting on the floor again. And it's like, oh okay. And so you double jump again. Here's this guy. He got stuck in the door for a second there. Me trying to go under that same door, but it didn't do it. Come down to me! No. Here's me hitting the button to go up, and then you could stand on the button. That's a problem. You can see the outside from the door. Is that? I want to see if that's in the original map. Also, these Pinky's heads, if they look at you straight up, their necks do that. Now moving from the classic maps to the main game, we have this crate that you can find dangling behind the map terminal thing on the first level, and you can just suck right off onto it. Get on top of it. You can't go any farther because there's a barrier there, but there's that. Here's what the platform above the two doors look like. Low res as hell. By the way, this is an arcade. These arcade maps do the same as the campaign. There's a secret invisible platform here that you can't see because you're not supposed to be on top of it. Here's what the secret door in the campaign looks like when this door is closed. This is the map before it opens, the level before it opens. I mean, there's me almost failing to get across because I'm inept. Oh yeah, if you get up on a platform and fall behind this wall and it's like on the other side of this bridge, there's a barrier that lets you not be able to get up on top of this, and you cannot ledge climb that. Really? What? That's just... Well, this is kind of lazily done. So what's funny about this elevator, and I think that's the only one that does it, you can't jump in the elevator. And I don't know why. I get shot by an imp, and I step into the doorway and I start jumping, but going back in the elevator and it doesn't jump. This one's funny. This is the filter, the final filter that I call it the final filter core. Everyone knows this one. This is actually a very well-known glitch, and I'm surprised id never fucking fixed it. Get that shit out of my face. Oh, my eyes, I'm blind. But once you get back into the game, you just watch. I positioned myself so you can just see a good, quick and easy see of how it happens. Right about right there. It just teleports back in, and the internals, the wires and stuff, vanish. You can see straight through it. I shoot it, everything, nothing happens. That's weird. Yes, that is it then, Mr. Hayden. Just a bit of mapping misplacing. Speaking of mapping misplacing, there's an entire pillar there you can't step through, but you can shoot through it, and it doesn't make sense. Why is that there? Found this invisible ledge above the fence. I tried to go up here, invisible wall. You got barriers, but you can still, like, you can just climb up there if you have double jump. You're good to go if you do. And it's so bizarre.
What the hell?
That's just gross.
It's just in there. It's just
I call it the sand butthole because it's just inverting into itself. I'm dying.
Forward. And I just stop. Oh, damn it. What I'm trying to do is see if I can actually get in here. I don't know why I am, but I'm trying. These are the exact same rocks. It's every terminal you click to end a mission. That's what's behind it, apparently. I'm in arcade. The terminal's not there, obviously, and you just get this like really stretched out texture. It's a plate texture, but it's just really stretched and broken. That's too funny. Yep. You go through it. I'm finding a map texture glitch. That's some bizarre stuff. That's some bizarre stuff there. God, I hate being sick. I can't talk. Ah.
So this fire's floating. Still hurts you though. This fire doesn't hurt you at all in any way.
Found another one. Literally, I just walk up to it and I just start fucking sliding around like, what the fuck?
This is me at the bottom ledges of the map that I could find on this map. I found it twice, 2 different ones, and then just walked off of them. Again, sorry for the dog snoring. This is also me going through the hologram in Olivia Pierce's office. People were like, why is it stand taller than you? It's taller than you, it's not supposed to be. It's because you're Doomslayer holding a gun, and you know how people hold guns, right? They come down a little to position themselves so they don't just go, boom, ow, I broke my arm because I shot a gun. So that's why he's A-posed standing taller than you. Also, the visor is only one way. This tablet thing, I forget what they call it. I just call it the Rando Obelisk as of right now. There's like this platform mapped around it that you can stand on the very edge of it. My chest is hurting. And it's weird. It's just funny. Speaking of funny, here's a door that's only halfway in the map, and the other half fits into the Oblivion. Speaking of Oblivion, you can shoot into that Oblivion, and that grenade will never hit anything. I think it's funny. Slayer, don't even think about it. Don't you? Oh, that's disgusting. Why you gotta? That's just. Actually, there was a use to this. So what I'm showing you here is that the blood that pours off the walls actually follows you. I'm standing under one of them, and you can see they're all facing me from where my reticle is, pretty much. And that shows, it's like the barrels and stuff from Doom 1. It just follows you. It faces you at all times. That's why it always looks like it's just there. There's no 3D blood effect in this game, except for very few things. Dog. So what I'm showing you here is, well, watch. I hit the ground, and the mods on every weapon disappear. I now pull out the Gauss rifle. Also, I apologize for the audio. I have to be in my living room because my mom's asleep and my dogs are everywhere. Snugs has been tormenting me while I've been editing this. Once I get on the platform, I'm gonna show y'all. Pay attention to the yellow. They disappear and it stops spinning. Plus, I was holding the gun in the wrong spot. Now we go to the plasma rifle. How? My throat hurts. I'm not sick anymore. The narration is like practically a year after the recording. And it's back to its base level. And this is the case for every gun. I pull out my dual-barreled, my turret mode Gatling gun, and I get up here, or chain gun, boom, back to its base stat. It's such a bizarre thing. And I think I'm going to finally do the assault rifle. I just call it the arm turret, because why not? Boom. No mods. Just goes back to normal. I do the fucking super shotgun for some reason. I don't know why. Literally nothing is modded on it. There's no mods for the gun. Visually, at least. And so, that is what happens to all the guns in this game. When you land hard, they just go back to their base model. And here's a segment I call Corpse Calamity. I beat this demon so damn hard that it freaks out, falls off the edge, and I follow it, turns into that mess. These little chunks dance their way back to hell. This dude's arm, even though not visually there, but the model is. The textures go, but the model stays there and still bleeds. This guy has no hip, or side, sorry. This dude's legs are mapped to the floor. They're still destroyable. I shoot off his foot, but his legs stay, but his torso stays, and if you listen, his body freaks out, and you can hear it thudding. This dude literally has no armpit. Watch, I'm gonna just rip him up. Sorry, bit graphic. Kids don't watch. And his armpit grows even bigger, and you can shoot through it without it bleeding, because there's nothing physically there now. So I managed to play a little bit of Demon Duck Hunt, and his legs folded into himself. This one's pretty funny, actually. I got him in glory mode, pow, came up, punched him in the wall, and he cartooningly just slides down the side of the door. Take care of him, and then this dude, I do the same thing. Glory mode, slide. Smooth. Overseer Rex up here. I come up, boom, Gibbs all over the place, and the Gibbs, freak out. So this is funny. So I saw the buildings, and I was like, something off with them? So I put my scope on my rifle, I zoom in, and you can see that they're glitchy. The textures bug. Also, my scope glitches, right there. And it's like, why though? I just hope it's not the case for Doom Eternal. I hope they're more refined. So I grabbed Berserk on this level, and it kind of freaked out. Audio was late. Half his audio didn't play. Beeping, for some reason. He got punched into the wall. His audio was late. Beeping, and then they all explode. So, this is a thing. I found a part, if you jump high enough and hit it, it starts culling things, and like, why? Also, if you ever wanted to know what the background of Doom Eternal Doom 2016 looked like on the second level, there you go. Also deletes certain items around me, but the person stays. Their blood goes, but their person stays. And speaking of the person, let's go shoot him up a bit, because I didn't really examine this one. I just started shooting him because I'm demented or something. Oh, gone with your head. Before I continue to the next thing, I want to apologize. During one of my rendering sessions of my editing process, the audio glitched and was delayed. It's a little weird and off-putting. I'm sorry. But with that said, I apologize. Let us continue. If you ever wanted to know what Mars looks like underneath of everything, find this rock right here. Just go up to this little edge here. Oh, I went in way too fast. Let me just slowly walk into it, and boom, you can see through it. Like, why? Just why though? It doesn't make sense. It is confusing. So I found this. I found that if you hop on this railing, double jump up. Oh, I missed it. Double jump up. It cuts off like the entire bottom half of the entire map. Like, some things will stay, but they're glitched as hell, like that. And then over here, I hopped up here, and I found there's an entire missing chunk of map that you usually cannot see. And with the magic of editing here, I just accidentally found a better vantage point of the void. Yeah, I called it the void. There you go. Also, isn't solid. That is a void. Literally no map at all. So I found this. I got closed into a door, and I can see through the map. Here's a bit of like some boundary break stuff. That little drone there and the clouds. They're fascinating. Here's some slowed down footage to let you get a better look at everything, especially those clouds there. There's an entire physical barrier, Halo 2 style, just here. All over. Can't jump over it or around it. I'm just on it. I tried to get over onto the vents. I tried to go around, but I fell onto the rocks. Also, these pipes on the other end of the same level are transparent, as well as that coil wheel there. Sorry. Sore throat. This coil wheel is just... all three of those are transparent, but I can shoot them. It doesn't make sense, because this crate lets me get on top. Now what you're about to witness is what I call prop problems. Barrels in this game are just wonky. Like, it's like Doom 3, but worse. They just got weird. Oh, and it stopped. Yeah, they're just bizarre. Props in this game. Oof. Like, for instance, I accidentally bumped into this table and it went into the ground. And it still shakes. More barrels. These two are just like on their own doing that. I wasn't even shooting them. And I just jumped on them a few times. I said Mario Wahoo. This one just fires into the distance. Couldn't find it after that. Here's a screwdriver and a terminal thing. Shot the driver, don't know where it went, and then that thing is just that thing.
Cross-dimensional activity is a frequent occurrence outside of the base,
Quite.
so it is recommended that
Yeah.
workers buddy up.
Just another barrel that just kept breaking. It's actually the barrel that helped me find that. Here's another barrel I'm just kicking around, watching it bounce around. Here is a container of something got stuck in this printer. I can't get it, couldn't get it. Why are you shooting me, man? Why are you shooting me, man? Now you gotta go, son. I hope you enjoyed this very special episode of Game Breaks. This episode took too long, and a lot of my soul with it. Well, no pun intended, but gosh, this series is gonna take too much for me. I can only hear my bones breaking in the Battlefront 2 video. Oops! Spoilers.